Once upon a time, I had a two-faced mother. Let me explain. Now, in high school, I don't know if they do this like in day schools, but in boarding schools, Form 1s are normally assigned school mothers, or rather, in our school, they assigned themselves. So I met my school mother, we're gonna call her Tanya, on the first day. That is after I was done with all the admission things, and then the boarding mistress called Tanya and Tira to come help me go put my things in the dormitory and then show me to my class. Tanya and Tira were senior girls, so they were in the same stream also. I think they were in Form 3 yellow. They helped me take my things to the dormitory, and then Tanya and Tira would check up on me like after every evening preps. They would just come check up on me, but most so Tanya, she would make it a point to come and check up on me after every evening preps. She'd even come for me during the weekends when we did our washing and thorough cleaning, and she would even wash my uniforms for me. And then Tanya and Tira and I would also go for mass teas. Mass teas were because we had mass on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then these are the days that we would be given bread. And I don't take bread. So on Wednesdays, I would give it to Tanya in exchange for her piece of meat. Because Wednesdays evenings for supper, we would be given meat. One piece of meat. And then Sundays we will be given bread and an egg. So I would give it to Tira and Tira would give me her egg. With time, Tira stopped hanging around us. I don't know why, but I think Tanya, it had something to do with Tanya. I just can't prove it. Because Tanya wanted all the breads to herself. So Tira stopped hanging around and it was just me and Tanya. But then also, Tanya stopped doing all the little things. She wouldn't come visit me after evening preps. She wouldn't come for me during the weekends. But guess what? During bread days, Tanya shows up on time. Here comes Tanya for her bread. And like that would have been fine with me if Tanya gave me my piece of meat as she used to. It started off with Tanya giving me tiny pieces of meat, Tanya telling me, oh, she missed supper, and me not being able to find Tanya during meat days. Like Tanya would just be nowhere to be seen, but she will be on time for her bread, remember? So now my friends start telling me, oh, this mother of yours, she's just using you for your bread, blah blah blah. Me, I'm just in denial. Not even. I'm in denial, yes, until one morning comes around. Now you see, Tanya I don't know how she convinced me to keep my sugar in her box that we may be using together, and then after her sugar is over, after mine is over, we start using hers. So she came with a piece of paper one morning, 6:30 a.m. This is during the porridge time, because we used to have porridge at 6:30 and then go and work and then come back to class. She comes with a piece of paper with less than a quarter of sugar, and she's like, here's your sugar. Keep in mind, I rarely even take tea because I don't take bread. Like, what am I supposed to take tea with? And the tea is not even, they're stingy even with the majanis. They don't put milk. Like, I don't take tea. So I'm like, so are we starting to use yours now? Or I can't remember what she said, but long story short, we never used hers. So I was thinking, like, I don't know how I reacted to this, but I let it go. Wednesday, on time, Tanya is there for her bread, and I tell her no. I don't even give her an explanation. I just tell her no. Tanya comes around the other Wednesday, like it took her like legit 3 Wednesdays for her to realize I'm never giving her my bread. Because you use me, first of all, you owe me 10 meats because you've been disappearing during meat time, and you owe me 2 kgs of sugar, so I'm not giving you my bread. First of all, pay back my meat. but I didn't give her an explanation. And that's how me and my school mother's friendship ended. After she, if you see her, tell her I'm still waiting for my meats and my sugars. Moral of the story. What's the moral of the story? Uh-huh. Don't don't be naive, don't be gullible. And I know it seems like, Emily, you're so petty, like only meat and sugar, but like it's the like they're using you. Like the fact that someone can pretend to like you and pretend just so that they can use you. It doesn't matter if they're using you for your bread, for your meat, they're still using you. You should use wisdom when it comes to picking your friends, that's for sure. And then, as my mother always says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that's it for today's story time. Catch you on the next one.